Guys, and welcome back to the channel. So um a subscriber requested that I make video on January and September intakes, which is better for international students. And as I will always say, the circumstances concerning or surrounding you will be a determining factor, but I will also shed some light to help your decision making. I hope this helps. So the first thing I will say is that um if you are coming for a 1 year masters, January intake will be better for you. If you want to know why, click the like button and sit down and watch this video till the end. So the topics that I'll be talking about is scholarship and discount, acceptance rate, availability of courses, availability of options, and all that. So let's start immediately. The first one is that with September intake, there is a variety of courses that you can study. You should also know that some schools even have May, February, March intake, but the major intakes for most universities is September and January. And another point of note is that undergraduates do not have any other intake apart from September intake in most of the schools. You can see very few schools that have another intake apart from September. So if you are for undergraduate, this is not for you. It's actually for postgraduate courses and PhD. So what I was saying is that in September intake, there is a variety of courses and there is a high volume of spaces. Like if it's a course that will allow maybe 50 people per year, they normally allot about 30 to 35 positions to the September intake and give the January intake about 20 to 15 slots. I hope you understand that. Also, there are courses that they don't even offer at all on the January intake, but they offer them in September intake because if it's a course that is not getting large number of applications, they don't offer them January intake because they know they will not get people to do the course, so they just leave it at September. So no matter the number of people they get, they just take it like that and they run with it. So these are the options you have to consider. Then the next one you have to consider is that September is the peak of summer, and summer comes with a lot of activities. The weather is better and jobs are more. So people that come in for September intake, they come in some people arrive August, some people arrive September, and they're able to get job immediately. Also know that as much as there are jobs, there are also competition because a lot of students are coming in at the same time. Many schools are admitting, and there is a lot of number of people going out for these student part-time jobs. So you have a lot of competitions. The people that are employing have a lot of they have a variety of options to choose from. So that's also a factor to consider. Then the next one is the one I said, if you are paying your school fees, if you are the sole provider of yourself and your school fees, and you need to work for you to be able to balance up your school fees, January intake will be better for you. Why did I say so? If you start your course in September, in December you will have a little 2 weeks or 3 weeks break depending on school, and that is the only time you have to work full time. Then in January you will start your program again till May. May is when summer break starts, and that's when you can also work full time as a student. So this is about 7 months after your start of course program, and we know that so many schools right now, they tend to collect their complete school fees before 6 months elapses from your start of course program. But if you are a January intake, you come in December or you come in January, by April you are done with your first semester, and by May summer starts. So from May, June, July, August, you can work full time and make up money to pay your school fees. So if your school gave you the opportunity of paying up like 6 months after your course starts, or 4 months after your course starts, or 5 months after your course starts, or 9 months after your course starts, you have enough time to work to make up your school fees. Does this make sense to you? I hope you have clicked the like button. Then the next one is the discounts and scholarships available. Most scholarships are for September intakes, and some discounts, some school offer discount to only September intakes, and they do not offer any discount to January intake or less discount. Example is T-side offered scholarship, what is it called, discount to September intake, but this January 2023 they are no longer offering any discount for people that came in January. So I don't know for people that are coming in September whether they are giving them discounts or not. So many the scholarships, like the fully funded scholarship, the tuition fee scholarship, all those scholarship that comes up from time to time, they focus more on the September intake more than they focus on the January intake. I hope that makes sense. Then another thing is course duration. Like most courses of September intake, 1 year is 1 year, and if you are going for 2 years course, 2 years is 2 years. But if you are going for a January intake, most times their 1 year course is more than 1 year. You get like 15 months or 16 months depending on your circumstances. It might be a plus to you, or it might be a no to you. So if you've not seen my video about whether to choose a 1 year masters or a 2 years masters, I think you should go and look at it so that you also see the points that I brought up there. For me personally, I prefer January intake for the extra months that is added, because it slows down the program a little bit, helps you to assimilate it more, and gives you more time to plan for the future goals that you might have. I might not like a 2 years course, because for me I feel it's too long, but also 1 year is also too short. So meeting it in between 15 months, 16 months is okay for me, and January intake offers that. So for course that you actually get 1 year on a September intake, on January intake you will get it for you will get it for 15 months. Then the next one is, if you are going to look into internships, look into volunteering, getting UK work experience, professional work experience that will help you to get a professional jobs at the end of the day, September has more chances than January. Let me explain to you. Most companies, big companies that will offer you these internships and volunteering opportunities or summer jobs for students, they normally open up their application from September the previous year till March the following year of the year they will do the recruitment. So from September, somebody that came in August or September would have settled down, been able to look into these applications, apply for them if they go for the interview, and do the necessary things that is required. But for you that is coming in January, some of these applications have closed. For the ones that are still open, you need to apply for them immediately. So for you that is coming in January, you have to be proactive and you have to be very, very smart. If you just come in and keep complaining there is no job, the weather is bad, this, if you keep complaining, you will end up, by the time you settle down by March or April and realize that you need to apply for this and apply for that, most opportunities have closed. So you should take note of that. If you're a January intake, once you come into the United Kingdom and get an accommodation that can ascertain your address, start applying, start looking for internship, volunteering, whatever, summer jobs, whatever it is, apply for it. You have less time, because summer is starting in May actually, and you are here in January. Somebody that came in September, summer is starting in May, so the person has September till that May to apply for summer jobs. Do you get it? So September has more time to apply for summer jobs, apply for volunteer jobs, apply for internship. But you in January, you have lesser time, but if you use your time well, it will still favor you. Then the next thing is that the weather, it might not mean a lot to you, but it's still a point. For September intake, they come in to the UK with when the weather is a little bit more friendly, like we're still in summer, or summer is still trying to pack its back small. But the January intake people come into UK when it is purely winter. You come in December, you come in January, the weather is so cold, and you might find a little bit of adjusting. So I hope this helps you to make a good decision. If you have a video or something that you want me to talk about concerning UK universities, living here in United Kingdom, and issues concerning international students, just drop your comments and you will see the video on your screen the next time. See you in my next one. Bye bye.